Hello everybody, this is GamerGar, and today I'm going to show you a Stardew Valley beginner's guide to fishing. Now fishing is a profession in Stardew Valley and it will activate on the second day of your playthrough. Willie will open up the fishing tutorial for you by sending you a letter asking you to come down to the beach where he will give you your very first fishing rod. So I'm just going to show you a quick cutscene here from Willie, and basically this cutscene just entails a conversation between yourself and Willie where Willie says he went off on an adventure. He caught a huge haul, he saw loads of fresh fish, and because he saw so many fish, he bought himself a new fishing rod, so he's going to gift us his old fishing rod. Now unfortunately, we are not going to be using the bamboo fishing rod that Willie gives us. We are going to purchase what is called a training rod once Willie goes into his house and opens up his store. There's a huge advantage of using the training rod, especially at the start of the game, and that is the training rod will give you a green bar equivalent to the fishing level of 5. Because what you're going to notice here is that when you start fishing, your green bar is going to be very small, and that makes catching fish a lot harder. It also makes getting perfect scores on fish a lot harder. So the very first fishing tutorial here, you can't fail it. As you can see here, sometimes we don't have the fish highlighted and the progress bar doesn't go down, it just remains still. But once that little tutorial is over with, you're chucked out into the wild, and you can absolutely fail all your future catches. Fishing can be very daunting for a lot of players at the start because it is challenging, especially if you're not used to the mechanics. So what we're going to do here is once it hits 9 o'clock, Willie will go back into his house, we will follow him, and we will purchase the training rod. Now, the training rod obviously is going to give us a much bigger green bar, but there is some downsides to using the training rod. And the first downside is that you cannot catch advanced fish using the training rod. So these include halibuts, flounders, eels, etc. We can only catch basic fish using the training rod. Also, the training rod will not allow us catch fish with star qualities. This includes silver star, gold star and iridium star quality fish. However, the benefits far outweigh the negatives. Because if we look at the green bar here, it's huge. This means we can get perfects a lot easier. A perfect will give us 2.5 times the experience for catching a fish. And that's incredible. That means you're going to level up in fishing a lot faster using the training rod. And leveling up fishing, especially early on in the game, is something that you should prioritize on any playthrough. Because fishing can be quite lucrative later on in the game, especially when you reach the higher levels. You can sell fish for an enormous amount of money. If you don't get a perfect on a fish, but you do manage to get a treasure chest, you will get 2.2 times the experience for catching that fish. So if you see a treasure chest, try your best to get that and the fish for not only additional treasure, but also additional XP. So as we can see here, we don't get the greatest of treasures because it's just a training rod, but what we're after is XP at the end of the day. A lot of speedrunners, challenge runners will go for the training rod at the very start of the game just to increase the fishing level so they can catch the harder fish, especially in spring when it rains. You can go for the catfish. It's a very difficult fish to catch early on, but if you do catch it, you can sell it for quite a lot of money. Fishing will also open up a lot of the end game portions of the game for you early on, such as the desert. If you want to unlock the desert, you can just go on a fishing spree. For a few days, you'll have enough money to unlock the desert. That means you can buy starfruit for summer, and that means you're going to be rich by the time you get to winter. So, once we reach fishing level 2, we can purchase what's called the Fiberglass Rod. And there's 3 huge benefits to the Fiberglass Rod. The first is you can attach bait to the rod. This increases the fish bite rate, which means you can catch more fish per day. Fiberglass Rod also opens up a much greater loot pool for you when it comes to treasure chests. And the loot pool includes items such as iron ores, iridium ores, gold ores. It also includes such things as rare weapons such as the Neptune's Glaive and the Broken Trident. And let me tell you something, folks, if you go into the cave, especially early on in the cave with those weapons, you are going to massacre enemies. They won't stand a chance against you. So fishing has loads of benefits. Now once you reach fishing level 6, you can get your hands on the Iridium Rod. And what separates the Iridium Rod from the Fiberglass Rod is that you can attach tackle to the Iridium Rod. There's loads of different types of tackle you get in the game, but the tackle we're going to use in this video is going to be the bobber. The trap bobber. And the reason why the trap bobber is so good is because when you don't have the fish highlighted in your green bar, the progress on your fish will go down a lot slower. The trap bobber is a great way to catch legendary fish and difficult fish. Fishing is one of the most profitable professions in the game. You can get a lot of money very quickly from fishing, especially if you get level 5 or level 10 fishing, because you can get perks where fish are worth a lot more money. So as we can see here now, we're using the Iridium Rod. We got a nice big bar. We just caught a herring here now. It's a ghost star herring, so that's going to give us a lot more XP for that. It's also going to sell for a lot more money. So I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. I will upload the next Stardew Valley video in the next day or two, so stay tuned for that. And as always, have a great day. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified for my future videos. And as always, have a great day.